The U.S. and U.K. struck more than 60 Houthi targets in Yemen overnight. It's in response to the group's attacks on commercial shipping vessels along the Red Sea trade route. Those threaten to drive up the cost of oil, gas, and other goods globally. But the risk of the U.S.'s retaliation could be embroiling it in a regional conflict not far from the existing war zone in Gaza.
The deep freeze blanketing Iowa is threatening to complicate caucuses coming in just 3 days, but Republican candidates are urging voters to come out anyway. Concerned many may stay home, thinking the results are already a done deal. The severe weather is already impacting last-minute campaigning in the state, with some candidates canceling in-person events.
It's a bumpy road to the Fed's 2% inflation target. Consumer prices were a bit hotter than expected last month, rising 3%, up 3.4% from a year ago. The latest numbers may delay the Federal Reserve's plan to start cutting interest rates. Higher housing costs made up more than half the increase.
Another factor fueling inflation, skyrocketing auto insurance premiums are up more than 20% last month from a year earlier. That's the highest annual increase in nearly 50 years. Analysts say part of the problem is the rising cost of labor and parts to fix damaged vehicles and the rise in vehicle prices over the last few years.
Investors are eyeing into the weak economic data. Yesterday's numbers showing stronger than expected inflation and labor market strength had little effect on Wall Street. The Dow up 0.4%, the S&P 500 down 0.7%, the Nasdaq up about 0.5%. Traders are now scaling back expectations about the timing and size of any interest rate cuts by the Fed.
Investors are jumping into cryptocurrency after approval of Bitcoin exchange-traded funds by U.S. securities regulators this week. ETFs saw $4.6 billion worth of business shares traded hands yesterday afternoon.
Grocery prices rose 1.3% last year. It's a well-deserved break from prices that rose 11.8% the previous year. A new wave of bird flu is causing egg prices to go up, but the price of lettuce and potatoes has dropped. Eating out is still going to cost you more, as food prices tied to restaurants and vending machines went up 5.2%.
Millions of furniture tip kits are being recalled. Those are the extra pieces intended to keep furniture from tipping over and harming children. The Consumer Product Safety Commission issued a recall because the plastic zip ties included in the kits can become brittle or weak and break. The New Age furniture tip kits were sold online and in furniture stores across the U.S. since at least November of 2019.
We are getting closer to our first hard freeze of the season. We have everything you need to know on KSAT.com, including the latest forecast from our meteorologists and stories on how to protect your homes and cars from the cold weather. Don't forget to download the free KSAT Weather Authority app for the latest info at your fingertips. And that's today's 9 at 9.
Keep up to date with all of San Antonio's top news, weather, and so much more by clicking the like and subscribe buttons below. And once again, thanks for watching KSAT.